Let's talk about something that's crucial to building wealth: equity. You've probably heard this term thrown around, especially when people talk about homes or investments. But what does it really mean? Think of equity as your slice of the ownership pie. You know how when you're sharing a pizza, you want to know exactly how big your portion is? That's kind of like equity, but with something more valuable than pizza. In its simplest form, equity is what you truly own after subtracting what you owe. It's a simple math equation. Assets minus liabilities equals equity. Let me break this down with some real-world examples. Let's start with home equity, since that's something many of us can relate to. Imagine you buy a house for $300,000 and you put down $60,000, taking out a mortgage for the rest. Right off the bat, your equity is that $60,000. But here's where it gets interesting. As you pay down your mortgage and if your home's value increases, your equity grows too. It's like watching your ownership slice of the pie getting bigger and bigger. Or think about business equity. When you start or invest in a business, your equity is your ownership stake. If you own 50% of a business worth $100,000, your equity is $50,000. As the business grows and becomes more valuable, so does your equity. Pretty cool, right? And then there's stock equity, probably the most common form people encounter these days. When you buy shares in a company, you're literally buying equity in that business. Whether it's Apple, Tesla, or your favorite local company that went public, owning stocks means you own a piece of that company. But here's why equity really matters. It's the foundation of building lasting wealth. Think of it as building a tower. The more equity you have, the stronger and taller your financial tower can grow. When you have substantial equity, you have more options. You can borrow against it if needed, use it to invest in other opportunities, or simply enjoy the security of knowing you have a solid financial cushion. The beauty of equity is that it often has a snowball effect. The more equity you build, the more opportunities you have to grow it further. It's like having a garden. The more seeds you plant and nurture, the more abundant your harvest becomes. So whether you're just starting to build equity through your first home purchase, investing in stocks, or growing a business, remember that every bit of equity you build is strengthening your financial foundation. It's not just about the numbers, it's about creating security and opportunities for your future.